again. For this part of the lesson, we're going to be going over how to use the text tool and different shapes with the clipping mask. And what the clipping mask does, it basically frames an image around text or whatever shape that you have. It'll make more sense when I visually do this for you guys. So right now I have an image of some girls in Kresge in like the 50s, 60s or something like that. For my job I have to create an invitation for the 50th anniversary alumni reunion thing. So I got this picture. And what I want to do is I want to make this say 50, and the fill of the image will be these girls. So 50. I just grabbed the text tool and I typed it out. This is where you find all the different fonts. Certain types of fonts lets you italicize, bold it, make it black. Bold and black. I don't think there really is one. And you got the text size if you want it to be strong, smoother, if you want it centered. And this is the changing of the color. So once you like that, just click the check mark, and I'm going to go back to the pointer tool so that I can move it. And I really want these girls to stand out, so I'm going to hit Control T and hold down Shift, so it stays proportionate, and might even mess with it a little more. I guess it's okay that it's not super proportioned. And so I like that. What you do next to create a clipping mask is you take this layer, this image that you want, and you put it on top of the text. You right click and you create clipping mask. And so now it encompasses the ladies from Kresge inside of the text, which is really cool. It could be a really super useful little trick for making simple graphics. Another cool thing that you can do, instead of using text, so we'll release the clipping mask. Instead of using text, you can use shapes. So I'm just going to drag this to the trash can right there. I don't want it no more. And this right here is the shape tool. You can have rectangles, rounded rectangles, ellipses, polygons, lines, and my favorite, the custom shape tool, which has a whole bunch. I work for the sustainability office, so maybe we can use a leaf or something to frame it around. Let's see. Or a redwood, right? Or Santa Cruz. So let's make it like that. Oh, probably not a good fill. Let's see, go like that. Yeah. This right here is different fills. At first it had no fill, so it was naked. But you can add different fills into it. And the stroke is basically the outline, so we can make it like that. It looks pretty ugly, but we're just using it for a clipping mask. So, same deal. Take the layer, put it on top, and create the clipping mask. So now you have that going on. So it would only be the fill, so this probably isn't a good shape to use. If we use like maybe just for, simple purposes, a circle. And let's make sure the fill is on, because if you don't, this is what will happen. Only that will be there. So what you want to do is make sure that you got the fill on. And there you go. You can also adjust the length of the stroke that you want. So if you don't really want it to be super visible, maybe like 2 would look good. Yeah, and you can also change it if you wanted it dashed or not. That looks kind of corny. But there you go. That's how you clip mask an image or text. Another cool tip that I would use is incorporating complementary colors. So this pink chair is pretty vibrant, right? I'm going to select this layer because I'm going to color drop that pink chair. Go to the color drop tool, and now we've selected the color of the chair. And the RGB values are right here for us. There's this really cool website, it's the Adobe Color Wheel, and it's color.adobe.com. And it basically puts up a whole color scheme for you. So if you put your own RGB color, ours was 133, 13, 61. So 133, 13, 61. We have this going on. And you can choose different type of schemes. Triad, complementary, shades. I kind of want to go with the shade. And they changed it for us, so we have to go do it again. 133, 13, 61. Maybe I don't want a shade. It's okay. I'll suck it up. This color is kind of nice. Now I'll just take this and, oh, actually I can mess around with it. Say I wanted it lighter because it looked a little too bright. So I can mess with these different levels to create a color I like, but it's still within the RGB that we first put in. It'll still look good. Watch. So it's 217, 129, and 122. So let's change this up here. 217, I already forgot. 129, 122. So 129, 122. I can't just paint bucket it, because if I paint bucket on this layer, I'm going to paint bucket the image, and I don't want to do that. And if I do this, it'll paint bucket the mask, or what's being masked, and that's not going to show up. So if I just make my own shape, I will make the fill this color, and oh, see, now it's masking to that. I want it to be under. So that's where layer hierarchy comes in. Really, with the order that you put all these layers in means a lot. So if, for example, this was on top, you wouldn't be able to see anything I just did. Same thing for the middle. It's clipping it, so you can't see. That's why you need to put it right under everything. And yeah, it has a nice cohesive color scheme going on. It kind of matches her skirt right here. And yeah, it's a pretty simple way of using the clip mask tool. You can also mess with different opacity if you really wanted to make it fade into the colors more, or give it more of that vintage feel, whatever. Okay, thanks guys.